Great new day traders, and you're watching the daily market review with me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Company, Sergey Ilyin. And let's day our daily heading, as traditional from the technical analysis of our majors. And our first pair will be intraday analysis of euro and US dollar. So, what do we have here? Let's see. Okay, in corrective euro gains are expected to struggle. Following the recovery of Tuesday's low at 1.3608 and signal prints from this week's market profile indicate resistance at 1.3791, and only a wave of fresh euro bull pressure would manage to force a break high towards 1.3841 and 1.3871. Backup resistance lie at let's see 1.3904, and the push below 1.3637 would expose to the 1.3608 low and prompt a downtrend extension to 1.3552. Weekly chart, euro and US dollar trend is bullish. Intraday analysis of US dollar versus Japanese yen. So continues to drift aimlessly, consolidating off Monday's peak at 79.55. Support at 77.75 remains under threat, and the break below there would expose 77.45 and 76.60. A gradual decline is expected, but Monday's all-time low at 75.31 remains secure for now. Only above 78.45 would open Tuesday's SPY high at 79.10 again. And weekly chart of US dollar versus Japanese yen trend is bearish. Okay, intraday analysis of Great Britain pound versus US dollar. Testing support at 1.5850 is the main threat following Tuesday's bear signal, and the break of 1.5948 labeled the October 31 reaction high at 1.6167 as a potential near-term bull failure, threatening further weakness below 1.5850 towards the October 20 low at 1.5682. And however, regaining ground above 1.6102 is required to question the Great Britain pound bearish outlook and opening the point 1.6167 high. As we can see, to technical analysis, weekly chart of Great Britain pound versus US dollar trend is bullish. Intraday analysis of US dollar versus Swiss franc. So the setback of Tuesday's 0.8961 high is expected to extend towards 0.8740, and the sharpness of the setback of the 0.8161 high prompts scope for another wave lower below support at 0.8745. Although only below 0.8740 would put US dollar bears in control. A recovery above 0.8900 would lift the tone and opening 0.8961. So the weekly chart of US dollar trend versus Swiss franc trend is bearish. Okay, let's also look at pair Australian dollar versus US dollar. So corrects higher towards 1.0461 and 1.0515. However, the recent 1.0754 and 1.0273 bear wave continues to dominate the near time tone, and while 1.0515 caps Tuesday's low at 1.0273 remains vulnerable. A push lower would expose lows at 1.0273 0.0147 and 1.0118. Only a sustained break above 1.0515 would lift the tone. Remember it. Only the 1.0515. And the weekly chart of Australian dollar versus US dollar trend is bullish. Okay, let's finish with our majors and turn our regard to fund areas, commodities, and etc. So, what do we have here? Europe, Stocks 50, FTSE 100, and DAX. They are all following actually from zero point 0.2 up to down to 0.80. Okay, energy Brent is raising for 0.6%. VTI has also raised for about 0.29 percentage. So Cooper has raised for really big, for example, 2.5 percentage. Gold has raised for about 1%, and silver has raised for about 2.50%. Yeah. So here we are. Actually, half of they are actually falling, and the half they are raising. So thanks for the watching, dear traders. It was me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Company, Sergey Lin. For additional information, you can always visit our website www.grandcapital.net. And I wish you the good luck and fair trends. Goodbye.